Hey y'all, it's Tiffany, founder, creator of Tiffany Denise Fitness, lover of all things balance. And after losing over 90 pounds naturally, I am super passionate about helping others with busy lifestyles to lose weight and feel great. And if you like girls with crazy curls and Smoky Mountain accents who are obsessed with all things natural health and Marvin Gaye, you are in the right spot. All right, so you all, I thought that I would kind of switch things up, and on Wednesdays I'd like to have, I guess every Wednesday, do a mid-week Mindset Matters video. And so that's what we're going to be doing tonight. And this was actually inspired by a Time Hop post on Facebook. So you all know that on Facebook, a lot of times you'll have a time hop to pop up, and it'll show you like what you posted a year ago or 2 years ago or 4 years ago, depending upon the day. And today I had a post that popped up that I put online last year around this same time. And last year was kind of like a year of transformation for me pertaining to vulnerability. It's when I first started putting my weight loss story out there, y'all, because before that, you know, I was kind of scared of being judged, quite frankly. Like, what will people think? Yada, yada, yada. And all of that, y'all, anytime you're scared to share your own story and your vulnerability and your truth, all that is your ego, y'all, that doesn't come from a really healthy place. And we've all got to get past that. And so last year, I actually started to get past that and was like, you know what? I'm going to put my message out there because I know there might be one person that needs to hear it. Because everybody, y'all probably know somebody that checked out of here way too early from issues of high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, and things like that. There are people that are literally losing their lives in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, from some of these lifestyle diseases, y'all. And so I felt that I was being selfish for not sharing my truth with the world in case somebody needed to hear it, y'all. And so that post popped up from last year, and I looked at it and I kind of reflected just a moment early this morning when it popped up. And I thought about it. A question came up because of that post. So as a result of that post last year, last April, I had over 80 people, it may have been more like 100 people, that reached out to me and said, Tiffany, oh my gosh, I can relate. Can you help me lose weight? I'm desperate to lose weight. I've got to do something. I've got to do something. I have fallen off the wagon. I've tried wraps and pills and stuff like that, and it hasn't worked. Can you help me? And so, for those that don't know, I work a very full-time job that's very demanding, to say the least. My colleagues will understand. Shout out to any of them who are on here watching. But I took the time out to make sure that I got in touch with everybody that reached out to me. And anybody who had ever expressed interest based on that post. And I looked at the ones that, you know, kind of expressed interest and thought about it, and only a handful of them actually took action. So here it is. Let's just say we have 80 people that reach out to me that say they want to lose weight and they want to change their lifestyle. Out of the 80, only a handful actually took action, y'all. Now, some of them may have sought other methods, and that's okay. But what I noticed is they may have started going to the gym for a week or two and then quit. Maybe they started preparing salads a week or two or quit. And so most of the people that reached out to me that did not take really consistent action, pretty much all of them are in the same spot with their health and wellness as they were last year. So, and I'm not mad at you because, you know, everybody comes to fitness when they're ready, right? So everyone's journey is different, and I respect that. But I got to thinking, like, what's the difference between those who, because everybody said they needed help. So what's the difference between those who took action and lost weight? Because y'all, I've got people that have lost like 40 and 50 pounds since this time last year. Like literally there are people that have lost like 40 to 50 pounds since last year. So what's the difference between those folks and then the folks that said they were desperate to lose weight but they really didn't take action? Or maybe they ordered something and they didn't use it. So like, what is the difference? Because we need to know, because the most important thing that you can do is actually take action towards your goals. Okay, so I thought about that, and y'all, I've got my notes here and I kind of rambled, but here is the answer that I came up with. Okay, and I was actually reminded of this because I listened to Tony Robbins. I'm thinking it was like sometime last year, and this popped up in my head. This is why I believe some people take action and some people don't regarding their health and wellness. And here's the answer. This is applicable to other areas in your life. It's not just applicable to your health and fitness, y'all. But here it is. You get your musts, M-U-S-T-S, and not your shoulds, S-H-O-U-L-D-S. Okay, so you get what you must do and not what you should do. So there were a lot of people that felt like, I should lose weight. Oh, I got this trip up. I should lose weight. Oh, the doctor put me on high blood pressure meds. I should lose weight. I should work out. Okay, those folks that should are shoulda, coulda, woulda. Now, you still have time to take action, but I'm just talking about from where people were last year to where they are this year. But those that said, I must do something now, those are the ones that really took it seriously and took action. And when they fell down, they got right back up. They didn't just say, oh, I fell off the wagon, I splurged this weekend, I'm quitting. Nope, it's I must do this. And so they did do this. And I thought about my own experience, and it was the same thing, because it took me years to try to figure out what to do to lose weight and keep it off, because I would yo-yo and do extreme things, and that was because I was looking for a quick fix and my mindset wasn't right. But when I got to a point where it was like, I must lose weight, period, point blank, had enough, then I did. Okay, and kept it off. Now, let me just share with you, going right through this. Okay, as human beings, we are pretty much motivated by two primary forces. Anybody want to guess what they are? Okay, let me tell you. Pain and pleasure. Pain and pleasure. So as human beings, we're pretty much motivated by two primary forces, which are pain and pleasure. Okay, so your pain has to be greater than the pleasure in order to take action. And so what I mean by that is your pain of being overweight or obese has to be more painful than the pleasure that you get from eating unhealthy food, than the pleasure that you get from maybe leading a sedentary lifestyle, than the pleasure you get from eating out every single day, than the pleasure you get from going to cocktail hour every single day. Your pain of being overweight and obese must surpass the pleasure that you're getting from food and drink and not being in action and not working out. And that's just all there is to it. So you're like, what are you talking about, Tiffany? You're kind of getting kind of crazy. Okay, let me just share with you, and I would like to encourage you that if you have not been diagnosed with any kind of diseases related to lifestyle choices such as high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes, to go ahead and take action now. Don't wait until you go to the doctor and get that diagnosis. Don't do it. You can go ahead and take action now and prevent all of that, okay? So let me share with you just a few ways that for me personally, and again, y'all, I'm speaking my truth. So I can only speak my truth. That's all I can do. Everybody is different. Everybody has different pain points. Let me share with you a few ways that being obese, if I can speak, obese was painful for me, and this surpassed my pleasure for eating out, for eating unhealthy, and for just constantly watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Sex and the City all the time. Because that's what I used to do, y'all. I used to watch a lot of TV, whatever, in my spare time. Okay? So here are a few ways, and I've got it here. I wanted to make sure I stayed on topic. And these are just a few. There were so many others, but I wanted to narrow it down so I did not bore all of you. Okay, here are a few ways that being obese was super painful for me that allowed my pain to surpass the pleasure, okay? Number one, I hated being out of breath walking up steps. Y'all, real talk, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm for real out of breath walking up a couple of flights of stairs. This cannot be life. Like literally, I'm gasping for oxygen. This is a problem. So that was a pain point for me, okay? Number two, I hated seeing myself in photos. Like I did, like when I would go home and we'd want to do family photos or whatever, I hated seeing myself in photos. I hated seeing myself, me and my friends would go out and hang out, and I hated seeing myself in photos, y'all. That was number two. I hated seeing myself in photos. Number three, I hated to get weighed. Like I hated to go to the doctor and have to get weighed. I used to threaten the nurse with bodily harm, damn near, if she said the number out loud, y'all. So I hated getting weighed. That was just something that I hated. Number four, I hated shopping in the plus size section. I hated shopping in plus size stores. Now, I am not degrading the stores. I actually think they've stepped their game up a lot. But back then, when I was shopping in the plus size section, I felt that most of the clothes were not age appropriate for me. Okay, and I hated having to go in there and shop and buy stuff that was going to make me look like a box and like SpongeBob. Okay, I hated it. And y'all, some of y'all may get upset with me, but this was my experience, real talk. Again, I think the industry has changed slightly and they have cuter stuff now, but this was my experience. I just hated doing that, okay? Number five, I hated being the fat friend. Can anybody relate to that? I hated going out with my friends and being the fat friend. I hated that. I hated that, y'all. I really did. And that's really all I can say about that. Like, for anybody that resonates with, you know exactly what I mean. You just do, okay? Number six, and this is the last one I'm gonna, because I can just go, I can just roll. So I tried to pick my top ones, okay? I tried to. I hated hearing, oh, you have such a pretty face. Have you heard that before, y'all? Anybody? Maybe some of you men haven't heard that, but I hated hearing, oh, you have such a pretty face. And here's why. And I'm going to keep it funky. What they mean is, or what they meant rather, is that you would be completely pretty if you would lose weight. It's just what they meant. And I knew that. I'm very intuitive person, and I'm very good at reading people. That's just a gift that I have, the spirit of discernment. And so I knew exactly what they meant, y'all. They meant, when they said you have such a pretty face, that you would be completely pretty as a person if you would lose weight. Okay? And I hated that. So these were some reasons that being obese was painful for me. I you know, thankfully I jumped on it at a younger, you know, age. I didn't wait until I got, you know, my 40s and 50s and stuff like that to try to take control of my health so that lifestyle diseases did not sit in. So I don't have that, but some of you may. Some of you may be really upset because you've gone to the doctor and you've been diagnosed with high blood pressure. There are people that are being diagnosed with high blood pressure in their 20s now. Okay, so some of you may have that experience. Some of you may have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and other things. But if you change your lifestyle and change your nutrition and your activity level, a lot of that stuff can be reversed, and you know, can really transform your life. So my question for you now is, for those this is applicable for, is the pain of being out of shape more powerful than the pleasure you get from your current lifestyle? You need to ask yourself that. Is the pain from being out of shape more powerful than the pleasure that you're getting from your current lifestyle? Because if you're out of shape right now, your lifestyle is contributing to you being out of shape, okay? So you need to ask yourself, and it may be there, and people's lifestyles vary drastically, y'all. Some people have a problem with eating out. Some people have a problem with cocktail hour. Some people have a problem with cooking soul food and unhealthy food for their families, and they're afraid that their family will be upset with them if they change the food up. Y'all, you're saving their lives too. You know, I have people all the time say, Tiffany, I can't cook 2 different meals because my family, they're not going to eat the healthier options. I'm like, so you would rather feed your family toxic food and then you eat the clean food? Like, I mean, there are ways to prepare balanced, nutritious meals to where they're flavorful. So anyway, everyone's story is different. There's different pain points. So again, my question for you is the pain of being overweight and out of shape more powerful than the pleasure you get from your current lifestyle? And if it is, I am still here to help. Okay? I am still here to help as a weight loss mentor. Okay? And if you're interested, you can go to bit.ly/2017 fitness goals. Again, you can go to bit.ly/2017 fitness goals, and I will actually put the link in the comments below once I'm done recording so that you can get in touch. And y'all, it's a link to the application to join my mentoring group, which is super affordable. And I hope you'll join me if you're ready, okay? I hope you'll join me, and I hope that your mindset has shifted, okay? And again, you can go to bit.ly/2017 fitness goals if you're ready. We're here. All right, so y'all, that's all I got for you. All of that was like inspired by the Facebook post that I saw on my time hop. And so I would say to you is, don't let another year go by and sit in the same spot. Okay? In life, either we grow or we die. So y'all, let's grow this year. This is a great year for growth, and this is a great season for growth. So y'all have a great evening, and I will catch y'all here tomorrow.